Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. Good morning, good afternoon. I wish each and every one of you a very happy Thanksgiving, guys. And I just want each and every one of you to express a gratitude towards whatever you have achieved. And I think this is something, you don't have to wait for a specific day, but it's like every day you should express that gratitude towards the God and the universe, that whatever you have got so far and whatever and wherever you have come so far, I think it's a big achievement, guys. And very few of us have survived this bear market. I mean, look at those big guys. They got wrecked, taking millions and millions of people along with them. But we are the one that are surviving and making money in this bear market, guys. So first of all, a round of applause for each and every one of you that we have survived and we are making nice money in this bear market. No joke, no bueno. But it's like the patience is really, really important and it's needed. And I think this is one of, for me, I think I never imagined this bear market will come without giving us a new highs. If you guys remember, I was the one who literally told each and every one of you guys on the Discord as well as Twitter that we're going to top somewhere between 69 to 73k. And I also gave that short in Discord, the Walsh Wealth group 69.2, and unfortunately I cancelled because I wanted to have a higher entry at 70.2, and rejected. And the target was definitely 32.5 and 30.4, and I was hoping that 30.4 is anyways going to hold. So we went from 69 to 30.4. We have shorted multiple times this year, like big moves. We got like big 20% moves multiple times on the short, as well as we played that bear flag as well. The only thing, where I got wrong was that the irregular expanded flag did not play it out. It broke 30.3 and went boom to make new lows and like 15,000. But anyways, got wrong once. We bought spot bags at 17,800 bucks, as I mentioned on Twitter as well as in Discord. Sold everything at 24,800. Went to USDT 100%, made nice gains. Shorted the market again at 23.8 and let it dump towards 18,100. We have played very nicely. I am very much convinced with myself, and I think many of you guys might think that, the bottom is in, FOMO and blah blah shit. But remember, the bear market bottoms takes lot of time to form. It's not gonna happen in a day or two, but definitely it's gonna take its own sweet time. However, between this bottom, you're definitely gonna observe and see some big moves, guys. So something you might see that, even in the bear market in 2019, we saw a pump from $3,500 to $13,000, and again a dump to $4,000. So from 13,500. So practically all this kind of ABC move definitely gonna come probably in this bear market as well. So the big rally is gonna happen. Now let's talk about the lower term time frame analysis on Bitcoin, and let's go to the higher term time frame. Also, I've already concluded one Thanksgiving giveaway of $100 today morning, and I'm gonna give another $120 of giveaway, and the winners will be announced tomorrow morning. Okay, as soon as I wake up. Every day there's gonna be giveaway, and the rewards are most likely going to increase. So today is 120, tomorrow is most likely going to be 150, and it's going to increase. I mean, this is just a way to thank each and every one of my followers and each and every one of you guys for your support, for your love, trust, and for being with me. So that's a small way of doing from my end. I know that for many, I think $100 makes a big sense. For many, it don't. But whatever it is, I mean, a box is a box, actually. I hope it helps anyone in whatever manner it is. Now let's quickly go to the chart. And before we go to the Bybit chart, I just want to take you to the Coinbase chart. I mean, this harmonic looks pretty much insane, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not sure how many of you guys know about this, but this bearish gauntlet looks fucking amazing. There is a very, very high probability that this bearish gauntlet plays out, and we are most likely in a very, very nice channel, it's not a channel you can say, but this looks amazing to me. I think the bottom might be in as well, I'm not sure, but let's say we go pump up to the 18,100 to 2,000, 18,200, reject, come back down, sweep the lows, go to the 14,800 major levels, bounce, form a nice bullish wolf waves, break up, accumulate there, and we can have a nice bullish impulsive move towards $29,000. And I think, guys, you don't need to be more and more, bearish when we go towards 13,800, but in fact you need to be a little bit bullish about this kind of moves. Actually, you don't need to be bearish at all. But this bearish gauntlet looks amazing to me. This bearish gauntlet can easily take a shape of something I'm not sure if you guys know about it, but it can just go for a shark and can even go to $37,000. So 131414 it can go as well towards $36,000 to $38,000. But for now I'm targeting only 786 fibs at 29,000, which is also quarter to 0.382 fib. I mean, the quarter to 0.382 fib is untested fib, and which is very, very crucial for us. But before that, you can see a series of resistance that we have in between 29,000 and 13,800. It's a lot of work needs to be done over here, ladies and gentlemen. This harmonic is something tells me that a big bullish divergence is going to form not only on the weekly but the daily levels as well. Just look at here what it has formed so far. Yeah, I mean, look at it looks great in whatever sense you're watching, but if you look at the lows of 15,460, the price did make lower lows, but the RSI was bullish. And right now what we are doing is most likely forming a very strong bearish divergence on the daily. So practically the RSI is making higher highs versus the price from these levels that we have is making lower highs. So practically it's gonna form like a bearish divergence, and then later on it's gonna turn up for one more move down, forming a big bullish divergence on the weekly and a double bullish divergence on the daily, and then pump it back up to roll over above 29,000. This is not something like a dreams that I'm dreaming, daydreaming like to $29,000. No, I'm not daydreaming, guys. Honestly, I'm not daydreaming. I'm honestly not daydreaming. I'm just playing what I see in front of my screen. Actually, this harmonic makes a lot of sense for me actually, and 29,000 makes more sense. In case if we do break 29,000 and flip it as a support, then definitely we will eye $38,000, and that is going to be a big flush across the board, and market makers are going to make a big amount of money actually, and the bull market vibes are going to be back one more time. People are going to start buying back at 40,000 or maybe 35,000, 38,000. They're going to buy back, and what's going to happen eventually is they're going to be another trap, sell off event, and one more wave down towards our final target of $10,000. So I mean, this is or maybe 11,285, 10,800 to 11,285. So that's how the horizontal time frame Bitcoin chart looks like. Now if you dump straight away from here to 10,000, it's so simple. Everybody's going to buy, and it's don't gives us that a generational bottom kind of a vibe. No, because if it just straight away dump from here, I mean, I don't feel like a vibe of what I mean. I mean, I don't get a vibe of a bottom vibe. You need to chop. People are going to wait for maybe we might not even touch 13,800, ladies and gentlemen. Not necessary. We might literally bounce from 1414 fibs, which is around $14,300 level. So we might just people are going to wait for 13,800. It just don't go there and do something very nutty kind of a thing that bounce from 14,300. So all depends on how big the retracement of this, wave 1, 2, 3, 4. So fourth wave that we are anticipating, that this is like a fourth wave for me actually. So I think this big move and impulsive move is gonna come, inshallah, and I'm not gonna miss actually. I'm gonna buy, and I'm gonna give every one of you to buy, or just convert your USD to Bitcoin or maybe even Ethereum. But you should definitely not miss this move, guys, because the move is so big. I mean, even if you start accumulating from 14,540 with your stops literally under 10,000, which is a 26% stop loss, and your take profit targets, you keep it like $33,000 or 29,000, it is like 100% move, which gives you 4 hours. So if you're risking 100k on this, you're gonna make like 400. If you're risking 1 million, you're gonna make 4 million. If you're risking 10 million, you're gonna make 40 million. But because the stop loss is so wide, the liquidations are not going to be that effective. If it dumps, it's going to be so simple actually. Very simple dump. Everybody's expecting that kind of a move, which I think that the psychology of a public is, we are done. It's not gonna pump. It's not gonna pump, and eventually this kind of a move comes out of nowhere, and it's just gonna have a big squeeze towards 29,000, making everyone believe that bull market is back. We have generational bottom and blah blah shit, and this shit can even go for 38,000. I'm not sure what it's going to play. It depends on how wave 1 and wave 3 would be, but at least for now I see 786, and then we will see eventually how we want to play. But after that, you can say $10,000, a final wave bottom, and a V-shaped recovery kind of a thing towards 38,000 again. I think this is going to be interesting. Very, very impressive kind of a move from Bitcoin. It's a very, very tricky move. I know nobody's gonna expect such kind of a move, because everybody's expecting 10,000 blah blah shit, and the target 6,000. Many are even expecting 3,000 now. So all these kind of targets you are going to see on Bitcoin, but just play the chart that you see in front of your screen. Of course, you need to manage your risk. Invalidation levels are must. You don't need to be rich overnight. It's just that you need to multiply your portfolio. That's it. Alts are going to bounce very nicely. Alts that you should definitely not miss are Litecoin, XRP. These are the two alts that you should not miss. For sure, Litecoin buy target is at $20. Anything under $20 and near to close to $20. That's a big buy target for the bull run. XRP, anything under 20 cents. Best would be 10 cents. Amazing levels. But I think 20 cents would be nice for XRP to practically buy the dip and just save it. Lock it for like 2-3 years. Don't even touch it. And it's going to give you very nice returns. NEO is something, I'm not sure, but NEO is known as a Chinese Ethereum. So I know the Chinese market are most likely dead, as we see and as we are watching, but most likely NEO, the product it has, might just have a ball rolling towards a new high. So I think that's something you should definitely have in your portfolio. Like just look at 0.5 to 1% for NEO, and then DeFi coins are something you should not miss it. The total DeFi is amazing. I mean, $19 billion is absolute bottom for me for DeFi. It's gonna be a big bottom for me for the DeFi. I think the way DeFi looks like, I mean, this looks very interesting. I'm expecting DeFi to push up like this towards 40 billion. For the dump towards 27, can even go to 24 billion, and accumulate like this, inverse head and shoulder, and a pump up towards these levels, form another inverse head and shoulder, and pump up like this. And this is going to be a very interesting neckline, forming a very intriguing inverse head and shoulder on the heart and time frame, ladies and gentlemen. I think DeFi is something you should not miss. Now, what coins you might be asking DeFi? I think the coins is more likely I would be buying based on the project. So for example, the king of DeFi is Aave. Okay, Aave is something you should not miss it. Aave, Compound, then you also have Link, you also have other coins like RSR, you have you also have like a lot of coins. You have Ren, but just for Ren is having some issues, but I think a pump is, of course, is likely, even if you make like 5x 10x. just take profits and run. Sushi is also a good project. I mean, you should allocate at least 10% of your portfolio in DeFi. So you invest 10% of your portfolio in 3 coins, and what you need to do is, as soon as you see one coin is started pumping 100%, 200%, another one is not pumping, just, you know, you have to switch on, or I would say switch from one that alts to another alt that is yet to pump, and that's where you can multiply your spot bags. Actually, that's how I have done it in the bull market. In the bear market also you can make it. It's just that you have to have patience, and you have to just know when to exit and what coins to buy. But that is something, the patience is very important, because many times you feel that, oh my god, I've just sold for like 3x and it just did 20x. But that happens normally, it happens. But you need to analyze that what kind of a wave we are into. If it's just doing a big bullish impulsive move, you don't get out of any coins. It just let it run. You don't even get out for like a small dip that you might get from here for like 25%, 30% move. No, let it ride, because you never know. I mean, the move can be very small, because you don't want to miss this pump that you're gonna get like 60% pump just to for yourself that okay, fine, let me sell here, I will buy when it dumps 20%, but then you miss like 60% move. No, that's something you should not do it. So that's how many people do mistakes. You should when you're buying bottom, you need to be a holder actually, unless the market is literally not reversing and the vibes are not good, and then something you should sell for like 3x 4x. But at least this is how you should play actually. So DeFi is done. Now let's move on to Bitcoin lower term time frame, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Bitcoin CME, I think I posted this chart yesterday as well. I mean, day before yesterday, when I gave a long at 15,270 to 15,100. I missed my limits by like few dollars, because it on the CME it also went at 15,345. And if you just look at the chart on other exchanges, it went to $15,500 as well. Bybit went till 15,617. Missed my orders by like $400, not exactly $400, $350. And honestly, I think that was a very interesting longs. I mean, the longs would have been amazing. My plan was looking amazing, like almost 7 to 8% up. And that's the reason I also mentioned on the live that don't short it. It's like a long. They're just interested in longing whatever you get it. This FIBS is what I was eyeing, $15,270 to $15,200. But anyways, now this is done, and now we are having a clean rising wedge up. I have a short order lay down on the Bitcoin at 16,814 to 16,900 with an invalidation above 161 extension. So ladies and gentlemen, the invalidation is very tight, 0.6% stop loss, but if we DCA properly, the stop loss will be just like 0.4 or 0.3%, and the risk reward is going to be more than 15R. So this is what I mean, that the lower term time frame, I see this is 5 waves. So this is wave 1. You're gonna get a choppy move for the wave 2 like this, and after that you're gonna get a big impulsive move towards 17,600, and even can go towards 18,000 to sweep up these highs. But as you see, we are already doing irregular expanded flat, which means that this is A, W, or A, B, and C. Okay, the B is irregular expanded flat. B, sweep the lows. Liquidity has been grabbed, liquidity has been taken. So now it's time for that we will soon be getting a very nice retracement is what I expect, unless the most bullish case is this is not 5 waves, this is wave 1, 2, and this is another wave 1, A, B, and C, wave 2, and it just keeps on pumping from here. Don't give any retest of 16,000 to even 15,800 bucks. So that's a more bullish case. So once my shorts get filled, I'll be just moving my stop loss to break even and let it ride. That's how I would like to play. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have for Bitcoin. My target is 18,000. First is 17,600, and later my target is 18,100 and 18,414. That is what my target for Bitcoin. Now let's move on to the Ethereum. Similarly, I think Ethereum is at a very crucial levels, guys. September lows as well as previous week equilibrium. It's a big levels. If you talk about the range that we are into right now, I was expecting Ethereum to sweep the lows and go towards 1040, and that would give us a very interesting long. somewhere around this Fibonacci levels that we have 1057 to 1040, but unfortunately did not. So now we are equilibrium, guys. Don't be foolish to long here. Honestly, these are not the levels to long. You have the range lows, you have the range highs. I think it's gonna reject. Maybe even can form like a deviation, and you have a liquidity here as well. So we might just sweep the liquidity one more time, a deviate distribution, and then we can go for a retracement. What you are seeing here is a very interesting, ABC in a form of ABCW, another A, B, C, D, E, maybe like this move is A, B, and then it's C. So that the move that we watch here is clean ABC, which means that I know it sounds confusing for many, but the move that we are watching is A, B, impulsive move wave 1, ABC wave 2, retest of 1140 to 11300. That's what you should be eyeing for longs. Wave 3 should be sweep of the highs of 1360, come back down, accumulate there, and pump it back up to the main levels of October equilibrium 1421. Remember, new moon is coming. Also remember, month end is coming. Also remember that the inflation numbers are going down, which is of course a good sign overall for the market. Also good thing is the dollar index is dumping. The dollar index is bearish on the lower some time frame, which is good for equity. Actually, I'm going to discuss equity as well for you, but this is what the plan I have for Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's move on to the gold. Gold, I'm expecting one more push up for the wave 5, sweeping this highs and then dumping back, come back down, retest of 1678. I'm going to take profits there. So practically I think this is how I see the gold should be going towards 1827, come back down, dump it back towards 1663 levels, 1678, retest, hold these levels, and we will see if it loses these levels again. It's just gonna dump like this towards 1480 and maybe even death to $1,000. However, if it hold these levels and start pumping back up, reclaim this, then there's going to be a big inverse head and shoulder, and gold is going to run towards the new all-time highs of $2,500. So something you should definitely be. I have accumulated a lot of gold here. I mentioned I also gave a long in the World Wealth group for gold and just made a nice gains as well. Now let's talk about the dollar index, as many of you guys are waiting for the dollar index chart as well. Dollar index has perfectly been playing out the way I want it to play out. I already discussed my plan. My plan, it's still bearish. As you see here, the dollar index is like clean A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more sweep down. It's gonna take the liquidity here around 104. So, and the support that we have here is somewhere around 103.8 to 103.3. That's where the support is for dollars, and that is the reversal zone. Dollar is definitely going to reverse from these levels by hook or crook, but it's going to reverse. So right now we have a lot of opportunity for dollars to come back down. So I think we're gonna go and retest the levels of 103.3, and after that further one more push up towards 116.9 to 118. That should give us the top for the dollar distribution sign. And further, it does something like this. I mean, this is how I see and the dollar, because if you look at this move, you got this move here, kind of a the move and then dump like this. A similar kind of a move that I'm expecting for dollar is you got to move down and you got to move up like this, and then we got to move down. So last time it was clean A, B, C, and then up. You see the two moves. I'm expecting A, B, C down and then up, double top kind of a pattern, and then for the dump on the dump towards 100, and maybe one breakdown, and then it can go towards 80 as well. So the dollar, I think that's what I see for the dollar. Now let's say if the dollar is very bullish, well, many people say that it is very bullish. The only bullish count that I can see here on the 3-day chart is this. Now as you can see here, I've converted my I've bought a lot of euros as well at 0.96, and I'm still holding it. I'm holding for like for the next 1 year probably. Converted my like 20% or 25% of dollars into euro. What I think at this move is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what you see is you get another ABC move, a retest, come back down to 82, can even go to 77, which means that this move is clearly A, B, and then another big move comes suddenly out of nowhere. Dollar pumps to 144, 145. I mean, we have seen a similar kind of a move, because this Gartley makes more and more sense, and it has to go and reach the levels of 146 something dollars. Should definitely reach, actually, by hook or crook. So that is the target overall for the dollar. I mean, this is how I see. Look at this move that we have, similar to USD dominance. So USD dominance is very similar kind of a move that we saw previously, and we were very correct about this. 1 2 3 4 5 ABC dump, and then a pump like this. A very similar kind of a move that I'm expecting for the dollar index. And I'm not sure if it's going to retest 78. But remember, when you have such kind of a channel going back up like this, then it also means that we might not go lower than wave 4, which means that we might not go anywhere under 87 to $87. So even if we start dumping from here, it's gonna do something like this, hold the levels, accumulate, and just gonna pump like this. Then it's gonna be like A, B, and C kind of a thing. That is going to be your that is going to be another bear cycle. But I think the dump for the dollar from this level is going to be interesting towards $89, because as you can see here, the dollar started pumping from 2020, and these levels, we're going to retest these levels. I'm sure that we're going to retest. This is going to give us a next bull cycle for everything, is what I believe. That now it's going to be bull cycle. Not necessarily the dollar dumps would mean that the market is going to pump. No, we have seen in the past and historically that dollar pumps along with the market, dollar dumps along with the market. So you never know. So we're going to just play the chart. Now let's talk about the SPX. A lot of people are also waiting for the market updates as to what SPX will or might do. So what I think my plan for the SPX is perfectly playing out. I'm still expecting one more push up for the SPX towards 4,076 to 4,147. That should mark a top for SP 500. Similarly, in lines with the dollar, going down to 103.3 to 103.8. So practically, I think that's what I see for SP 500. And from there, I think SP 500, this move that we are watching is more likely, A, B, and C. So I'm looking for 3,200 for SP 500, where also I expect dollar index to make higher highs, as I mentioned in the previous chart as well. So I think this perfectly goes, and this should be the generational bottom. Because why I think the generational bottom? Because why? Because this is a clean range lows that you have on the SP 500. You see the range lows that you have, the range highs that you have. So we might just probably sweep the range lows, take all the liquidity here, and generationally the bottom for SP 500 since like past bear cycles have been around 0.886 Fibonacci levels. If you just compare this with the 0. On the Fib scale, you will find that the 0.886 Fib is somewhere lying at 2,474. But however, if you compare the previous data of 2008, 1992, and back then, you will see that SP 500 did bottom somewhere around 702 to golden pocket zone. So practically, I'm just going to slightly front run a bit, and this move that I'm watching is most likely going to be an incredible move on the upside. Now this can mean that this can make new highs like this, or it's just going to be a lower highs like here, and then further dump towards 2,500. Very much possibility is always there. But for now, I think on the lower term time frame, which also goes along with my dollar index chart, one more push up on the SP 500 towards 4,078 to 4,150, and the rejection from those levels, and then dump towards the levels of 3,400 to 3,200 levels. I mean, this is what I'm eyeing. Let's move on to the total. My plan on total is very simple. I already gave the plan on the World Wealth Group yesterday. A similar plan I'm watching. I'm eyeing $850 billion retest. So guys, that's happening. Dips are for buying. 2021 open is going to be retested, and that should now act as a strong level of support towards $760 billion, which means that a retest means that a dump of how much percent are we talking about? What is this? Sorry, what happened? What are we talking about? The dump. The dump of almost like 4 to 4.5% is expected. That is going to be by the dip for everything across the board. Similarly, total 2 guys, same plan, expecting 0.5 Fibonacci levels to max 0.618 to be tested. One more dip and probably 3 tap setup is expected on the total 2. You see a perfect 3 tap setup, a retest of the test of the support, liquidity grab, a retest over here at 442 billion, a pump it back up towards 0.382 and 0.5, reject from there, come back down, make a 3 bullish wolf waves, go to 397 to 400 billion dollar, and accumulate there, flip it, and then boom, go. Similar I have for total 3 as well. I'm eyeing total 3 minimum. I'm eyeing this box that I have around 345 billion and expecting even 2017 all-time highs might just be tested as well. So that is something, you know, the dips are for buying. I think the fibs needs to be changed a bit. Yeah, I think 312 to 308 billion is where I will be looking for long entries for total 3. That's like alts actually over here. It's a very interesting zone actually. So you go here, hold these levels, accumulate there for the wave 2, but of course it's not going to go straight away. Even if it's going to go, it will go like this: A, B, and C, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3 here, wave 4, wave 5. I'm gonna take this liquidity here. The move is down is, you know, A, B, and C up there, and then further down. I think total 3 also looks great on the H4 as well as daily, forming a very interesting, very interesting, I would say. You know, bullish wolf waves. You know, this can be some sort of a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more time, break up and then up. So I think this move is going to come around 400 billion. The move that was total 2, total 3 move is going to be 280 to 260 billion is what I am expecting this move in the hot and time frame. The lower term time frame, I'm expecting a retracement and then push up. So I'm looking to buy the dips, guys. I'm not going to FOMO anything into longs, but I'm slowly building short positions on Bitcoin and as well as Ethereum. So now let's talk about the ETH. As I mentioned, we are the equilibrium, ladies and gentlemen. 1215 is equilibrium. A deviation is certainly likely towards 1233.4. This deviation or SFP is a likely. We come back here, dump, and go towards October lows, bounce from there, again retest and come back down to test the 1132. That is going to be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is what I expect. I think December is going to be interesting one for the crypto. I think we're going to get a nice pump, and then probably going forward December, and we might just get a nice dump as well. So I want to see how the December is going to play, because now the December, you need to understand that where exactly we want to close the December. So if you're talking about the year end, because now December is not only going to be the quarter ending, month ending, or in that case or a weekly close. No, it's going to be most importantly yearly close. So what you need to understand is how you're going to play December is very crucial. So if you just talk about the yearly chart, the 12-month chart on the crypto market, I think what you want to see is that we are getting a big bearish engulfing candle, you see. So what you are seeing or observing is where we are closing. You don't want to close December under $759 billion. So most likely the bulls are going to push the price above $759 billion. That is total crypto market cap. And we don't form a bearish engulfing candle, because if we do form a bearish engulfing candle, we might just see a probably wick, as I mentioned, towards the levels of 560 billion and probably a retest of 524 billion as well, basically these levels. And from there we pump up to the levels of $1.4 billion, because remember, whenever we get a bearish engulfing candle or such kind of a bearish engulfing candle, it retraces to minimum 0.5 Fibonacci levels. It definitely retraces. In major of the cases also retraces 786 fib. So if you do put the 0.5 fib and 0.786 fib, or let's also have a golden pocket, because golden pocket is crucial as well. So what you find is 1.522 trillion, which means that from the current price, if you just put the 1.5 is like 100%, which means the Bitcoin pumps to 29,000, and if it decides to pump to 786, it's going to be like 150%, which means that for Bitcoin, 150% from would be most likely what levels would be most likely the levels of 35,710, which also fits with my what do you say, 1 to 72 Fibonacci levels. I mean slightly above, so 36,400 makes more sense. 1 to 72 Fib. So I think these are the levels you should be eyeing for total as well. I mean, practically something you should need to understand that after such sort of a engulfing candle that we might get, you definitely get a big impulsive move. You look at this, what we got like in 2017 pump, 2018 dump, 2019 a candle up towards almost like just analyze 2019 what we got. So 2019 we got a I'm just going to show you what kind of a retracement that we got for 2019. One second, I just need to hide the fixed range so that you guys can watch it properly. Yeah, I'll look at it. It just went to 618 and the best was 702. It just went to anywhere from 618 to 702. You see the pump and then rejected, and then 2020 we got another dump, probably like a double bottom and then pump. So let's say if this kind of a move that we are watching certainly happens in December, whatever we are going to get it's most likely going to be that we don't want to close under $739.8 billion this year and year candle, and the pump would be most likely towards 1.7 trillion to 1.97 trillion, anywhere in between, actually anywhere. Now let's say if this is the bottom, the bottom would be somewhere around $720 billion for total crypto market cap, or the bottom is around 700 billion. Let's assume that the bottom is the red line, which is around 650 billion, which means all the Bitcoin is going to most likely might test $13,800. Then the pump would certainly be like 135%, and the golden pocket is minimum 163% pump is going to come, and that's going to be bear market rally for 2023. And 2024 we're going to get like another dip in 2023 again, a bottom formation, one more week, and then the bull market resumes. So I mean, this is how the market on the higher term time frame you analyze, and you see that this is how the market might just gives us a nice opportunity in the year end, guys. Something you should not miss it, because the year end opportunities are amazing. So you should definitely know. Just buy the spot bags and forget about it for the year. You're gonna make like 150% gains in just like 5 to 6 months in probably. So once you get this kind of gains on Bitcoin and everything, exit the market and wait for it to form a potential bottom again. So this is my plan for the lower term time frame, higher term time frame, and what I'm expecting to accumulate going forward is I've explained everything, guys. Also, if you like my work and if you like to support my work, do trade on Bybit. The link is mentioned in my Twitter profile as well as mentioned here in the YouTube. Create an account and you might just get 30k bonus on deposit, guys. It's up to you how much you deposit. Trade on Bybit, guys. Go and create an account right away. I know more than 100 people are trading on Bybit using my link, and thank you so much for those who are trading it. It helps me. I'm not making money from it, but it helps me to reduce my my fees on trading, actually, which means that it helps me increasing the net profits, because my volume is high, so I have to pay a lot of fees. And of course I get benefits on taker fees and maker fees as well, based on the VIP levels I have. But still I think this helps me a lot, guys. Thank you so much. And the USD dominance chart is still the same. I expect a small bounce, and then because I'm expecting USD dominance might just form a very interesting triangle kind of a structure, and then dump from here towards 7.35% levels, and this is looks amazing to me, guys. So that's something I think the USD dominance, a small push up where we're going to fill our longs, and then probably going to play our longs, guys. I'm gonna give my longs as well, but I'm just waiting for the shorts to fill. Litecoin, shit, it's pumping now. It took my stop loss on the scalp. It was a very small scalp I took for like a $100 risk, and it took my stop loss at 75.45 or 46 to be honest, and now it's going up. So the plan is very simple. I'm expecting a one more push on the Litecoin, and because you see the structure, you have 1 A B C 2 1 2 3 4 and 5. That's your wave 3 here, A B and C for wave 4, and now you want a pump up like this, wave 1 2 3 4 and 5. So that's how you want to see the wave 5, and come back down ABC for like this, and then one more push up to the blue zone that I have. The blue zone is a short zone for Litecoin. From there we're going to short towards $20, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all what I have for Litecoin, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm expecting one more push up on the Bitcoin to fill my shorts. If you're playing the shorts, just play like just a scalp. I'm gonna risk like not more than $1,000 on this short, because the risk reward is amazing. That $1,000 can make me more than 15k bucks. So I'm gonna risk not more than that, and it is going to be less than 0.4%, or under 0.3% to be specific. So it's up to you how much you guys want to risk it, but I'm gonna risk very. This is like a scalping, you know. I'm just wanna make some scalping, nothing else. The swings are going to be coming like here. This is the swing I'm waiting for ETH. This is the swing I'm waiting for Bitcoin over here. From there to 18,400 and probably even to $19,000. But this is the swings I'm waiting actually. For Link as well, I think a retest of this level is crucial, and it's gonna come back down and retest those levels around $6 and reclaim it. Once it reclaims long and the range low is going to be tested, that's where I expect it to pump. Aave, I mentioned yesterday that I'm eyeing Aave. It looks amazing. I'm eyeing Aave towards $53, guys. I want that move on that towards $53. One more, $53, 53.9 to $53, and that's going to be a very nice inverse head and shoulder here. Also 3-tap setup and a pump back up to $65. At least take this liquidity here, and can even go to $70, but I think 65 is a very reasonable target for me, ladies and gentlemen. That's all. All the questions and the queries you have. Yeah, 1400, yes. Tomorrow I'm not sure, but 1400 for sure, yeah, because it's an irregular expanded flat. But for ETH, it's not irregular expanded flat, it's a running flat. So for not even flat, it's a normal ABC. So for ETH, you see this is what I have. For BTC, it's an irregular flat. For total is an irregular flat. For total 2 is an irregular flat. So that's what we have for total 2, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. I'm going to do live scalping in the noon session, London session, probably in the next 3 hours. I'm going to join. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.